And here I thought I could get excited for a couple reasons alone, which is the original Vice jerseys and Jimmy Butler's return to the game after a 7-game suspension through the detriment of the Miami Heat. He does come back, but my question is, did he get his joy back? He shouldn't get his joy back after this game. I mean, honestly, I don't even have my joy of watching this team no more. If I'm being frank with you, because this team is just absolutely inconsistent. Oh, no, excuse me. They are consistent. They're consistently streaky, if that makes sense to you. Let's look at it this way, okay? They beat the Warriors, beat the Jazz, and beat the Trailblazers. 3-game winning streak. I even said this in the LA games where they could be very streaky. And they lost 3 straight. Right back to 500 they go. So the 3 wins that happened with the Warriors, the Jazz, and the Trailblazers don't mean shit. So what the hell does this team have to do to keep themselves consistent? What the hell are they supposed to do? Why does this keep happening? We don't know. Okay, at this point, we just don't know. Unless you're playing against the Denver Nuggets, in which if you watch this Heat team for a long period of time, this team match up poorly against the Denver Nuggets. Poorly. And it's been going on for years. And it adds up with the NBA Finals. It just does. To put it in perspective, the Nuggets, they won at the Heat's home ground 1-for-9 against the Nuggets, the Miami Heat, in the last 10 games. 1-for-9 in the last 10. 6 straight times the Nuggets beats the Heat on the road. I think the only time they lost against the Heat on the road, probably the bubble. I just realized, probably the bubble. The COVID pandemic bubble. The Heat was a home team that game. They beat the Nuggets by a couple of points in that game. And the Heat were a home team. I just realized they have not beaten the Nuggets at Miami for a long freaking time. And the Heat got blown out again by the Denver Nuggets. When will this end? And it's at home, too. When will this end? We always get destroyed by the Nuggets. Year in, year out, with no upgraded tools. And it happened again. What do they have to do? They can't defend Jamal Murray. They can't defend Jokic. They cannot defend Aaron Gordon. They can't defend Christian Braun. They can't defend anybody. Because look, box score. Michael Porter Jr., 14 points. 4 for 7 3-pointers. 2 for 2 free throws with 9 rebounds, 2 assists. Nikola Jokic, 24 points for him. 9 for 12 in field goals, including that spin move against Bam. He has a 3-pointer, which was in the 4th, I believe. 5 for 5, so he's perfect on the line. 12 rebounds, 10 assists, 1 steal. Are you surprised? Another triple-double for Jokic. Russell Westbrook, 11 points for him. 3 for 4 with 3-pointers, 1 more in the paint with 7 rebounds. Jamal Murray, 30 points. Okay, 30 points. 20 points came from the first half. Okay, crazy to me that he scored 20 all in the first half. You let him score 20 in the first half. 12 for 24 in field goals, bro. And only 2 3-pointers out of 7. But it might not be as crazy, but it's Jamal Murray. You have to defend him somehow. He also has 7 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 steals, and a block. And then Christian Braun with 12 points, with 6 for 10 in field goals, with 2 rebounds. And then off the bench, you got Aaron Gordon with 16 points. He can shoot a 3-pointer, 5 for 8 in field goals, including that that play by Jokic to do little behind the back pass like this, and Aaron Gordon just completely slam dunked that basketball. I mean, he should have been a winner of the dunk contest years ago. Anyway, 16 points for him, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Oh my goodness. And then Strother with 14 points with 4 for 7 3-pointers, 1 more in the paint with 1 rebound, 1 assist. For the Miami Heat, something has to change. I mean, put Nikola Jovic in the starting lineup. Honest to God, because Haywood Highsmith cannot score. Why does Jovic have more minutes than Haywood does? Haywood Highsmith is a starter. He only played 13 minutes in the game. 13 minutes. He only has 2 points in the game, and that came in the third quarter. He didn't do any rebounds. He didn't assist. He didn't steal the basketball, nor did he block at all. But he shot a field goal. That's it. Just 2 points. I mean, you have to change at that point. That's just my opinion. Put Jovic over Highsmith because this is not working. It's not working for Highsmith. Until he gets his game back, I don't know what will happen. Okay? This is part of the problem. I'm not saying he's the full blame. I'm saying this is not working for him offensively. Just 2 points? But Jovic with 16 points off the bench? Come on, dude. Duncan Robinson with 8 points, with 2 3-pointers, 1 more in paint, with 1 rebound, 7 assists. He's back. Jimmy Butler is back. But is his joy back? He has 18 points tonight. Okay, that's good on his return. He got much more involved in the third quarter. That's a positive. He has 7 for 15 in field goals with a couple of dunks, including the first basket was that beautiful jam from Duncan Robinson to start off his season again. When his name was announced and he came on the court, of course the crowd in the arena cheers. There was one video I saw where it was just like a handful of boos, and then that person had to say like the whole crowd was booing. But then I saw the videos on social media. Mostly everybody was cheering Jimmy Butler. So the one video, it's just the one video. I think that one video from that person was disingenuous. So no, there was clearly hype for his return, and I was hyped for his return too. But the game, I mean, here I thought I was excited to watch. I really was. But for Butler tonight, he has 18 points with 7 for 15 in field goals, 4 for 4 in free throws, with 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Bam Adebayo, 16 points. Same thing with Jimmy Butler with 7 for 15 in field goals, 0 for 2 in 3-pointers, believe it or not. The only difference is that Bam Adebayo shot 2 free throws less than Jimmy Butler. He's 2 for 2. But he does have 11 rebounds with 4 assists, so he has a double-double, Bam Adebayo. At least that's a positive. And Tyler Hero continuing his case to be an all-star with 22 points. 75 games in a row with a 3-pointer made in franchise history. Unbelievable, especially against the Nuggets team, too. 2 for 7 in 3-pointers, 10 for 17 in field goals with 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Like I said, off the bench, Jovic playing for Highsmith in more on occasion with 16 points, with 2 for 7 in 3-pointers, 6 for 12 in field goals, 2 for 2 in free throws, with 4 rebounds, 4 assists. But the only problem for Jovic, really, he needs to work on turnovers. He has 4 tonight. But if you ask me, if he can work on protecting the basketball, put him in the starting lineup, okay? He can fit well with Bam, Butler, and Hero, for all I know. I think it could be great. Or in the future, he could be a really good backup for Bam. And by the time later in the future that Khalil and Bam work together as a team in the defensive paints, because Khalil is 7 foot. Okay? Khalil wears 7 feet. Bam is 6 for 9. But Jovic is also 6 for 10. So there needs to be some type of adjustments for the big guys. Anyway, Terry Rozier with 13 points, still pretty good in the paint. He does have a 3-pointer, but too little, too late in the game with 4 for 4 on free throws, including that 3-point foul that he has made all three, with 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Khalil Ware with 9 points. Jaime Jaquez with 9 points, and then they put in their bench players. But yeah, everything I said is what I said. Jamal Murray played great basketball in the first half. I mean, 20 points for him. Jokic, impossible to defend. Russell Westbrook. I mean, there were players who had the basketball completely turned around against him, a complete 180, and they shot the basketball. The Denver Nuggets were able to stay ahead the entire game. They outscored the Heat 30-24 in the first quarter. They outscored the Heat 37-31 in the second quarter. So a little bit better Heat offensively. But the problem is the Nuggets stayed ahead majority of the game when they were leading by 13, 12, 11, 10, or 9, some cases 7 or 8. They always bounce back. When they're up by that many points, they stay ahead. If this was the Miami Heat, I promise you this, they would blow it instantly. Case in point, Sacramento Kings twice. The New York Knicks. Even the Orlando Magic. That was bad. 26-point lead, and then they blew it. I told you, any other team, when they're ahead, they finish. But if this was the Heat, they would blow it. And the Heat get blown out. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you other than we got blown out. So did Jimmy find his joy back, or is he still looking to be traded? I don't know. Something has to change. Now, the next game for the Miami Heat comes from Sunday. It's a 3 o'clock game at the HES Center against San Antonio Spurs. And the Spurs are a little bit better this season. I mean, they got Chris Paul playing pretty good. Sophomore year, Victor Wembanyama is playing good basketball. He's gotten better. He's a center, 7'3" center. You have to match up with Khalil Ware. Anyway, I'm done for this recap. You pretty much got the point. So yeah, I got nothing else. I wore this Vice City jersey because it was original Vice, and I was pretty excited to look at it. You know, it looks damn good. It looks really good. You want to know what would have been better? If the Heat pull it off. Pull off a win. But of course they don't. So they're right back even at 500 again. Now their record is 20 for 20. For all I know, the Heat could go back on a losing streak like they always do. Or really, knowing the Heat, they win again. They go back on a winning streak, 3 games in a row, and they go right back on a losing streak again. They have yet to have a 4-game winning streak, the Miami Heat. This is the similarities of the Florida Panthers in 22-23 season. Okay, it took the Panthers a long time to finally get that long of the winning streak at the end of the season. Could this be the Heat team that does it? I don't know. Right now, they're sitting at 9th in the Eastern Conference. You're looking at a play-in team again, or very worst case scenario, you get eliminated and not go to the playoffs. We want to make it to the playoffs. Because, dude, I'm tired of going to the play-in. I'm tired of it. It's not working. This needs to have change. You got to make some adjustments because I don't know what else to say. It's depressing as a fan. In fact, it's not joyful to watch basketball if this keeps happening. Anyway, that's good to it. Let me know Thoughts in the comments below. I don't know. I got nothing else. Anyway, that's going to do it. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Panthers recap. Good night.